Ostera, guys. I'm really glad I made you guys a video and I was like, nah, not good enough. So then I took that down and I went and I did the music video because I was like, oh, baby animals. Oh, side note, totally unrelated, but our Target used to sell these chocolates from Germany, and it would be like a mother sheep and a lamb, or a pig and a piglet. And apparently, I don't know, like if it's like all of Germany or something, they used to give these to women on purpose around spring, around Easter, Stir, or whatever, because seeing the baby would make her want a baby too. So that's like the damn cutest thing. So anyhow, that's the legend that was attached to it. I don't know if it's actually a thing from Germany or not. Germans can confirm or go, what? So so we've had a wonderful day. We've actually been doing little mini things for Astera for like a week or so that we weren't packing it all into one day. I told you guys about the seed thing with Freya and Freya. It was just symbolic. The seeds are over a decade old. Nobody's expecting these to grow. They might, knowing those two, but I'm not, I will be greatly surprised. But, the seeds are over a decade old. But and we planted months early, but still, there's possibility. Um, we did, all this stuff about cleaning the house and then, decorating and, bringing stuff in and making each room perfect. And we're doing this gratitude book now. I'm reading that and, doing all that practice. And Frig's been after me for a while. She keeps asking me if, as a thing, as an offering, would I go in there with chalk? Because I painted all my cabinets with chalk paint and I never got around to using it. And I would be like, oh, they look fine black. Well, she asked me to do that. And I finally figured, you know what? I'll do it today. So I went in there and I'm like, well, I don't have any stencils. I kept putting her off. I said, I don't have any stencils. I call her all mother. I'm like, I don't have them. I'm no good with my hands. Blah blah blah. I paint every damn surface, but I'm no good with my hands. Well, long story short, or shorter, we just kept listening to this gratitude book, and I just kept doing my art, and it looks magnificent in there. It 1 second, please, guys. Go set the timer. And, I just kind of opened myself up to whatever art would come out. And, it looks magnificent. It is not what I planned. I did not go in there with a plan. Just kind of open myself up. And I'm like, okay, whatever comes, comes. And it looks really pretty. And I'm like, damn, I've always liked Americana, like early Americana. It's really primitive art. I've got Americana art in my bathroom now on all the surfaces that I painted. And it looks lovely. And, my mom used to do it, and I never realized why my mom did it. My mom was what I call a natural witch. They're people who do stuff with intent, which is what witchcraft is, but they really wouldn't consider themselves a witch. And she would paint this box we have every year without fail. She would paint in everything else. And I realized she was doing that so that, we had a more harmonious home. And so I don't know if that's why Frigg wanted this or it was just something, but it looks beautiful. So I got beautiful, snazzy new cabinets out of it. And it's kind of like a thing of like make time to play with the gods, make time to, do things for them, even if they don't make sense. If it's within your power, it costs me absolutely nothing to get the chalk I already had and go in there and, do art on my cabinets. And it cost me absolutely nothing to go outside today and do like a little quiet stuff outside. Most of the stuff you'll do in witchcraft is not going to cost anything. I know there are all those Instagram witches and like everything is you have to go out and buy like 20 crystals or something. Um, First off, what are you gonna use them for? I know I'm killing your vibe, but what are you gonna use them for? If you really want them and it feels right in your heart, fine, but you don't need all this stuff. When you look at an older witch who does have a ton of stuff, she gathered that stuff over decades. You don't need to go broke trying to make an altar you see maybe an older witch having. It's just with age, stuff will come to you as as you start your practice. stuff will just come to you, and you are a witch. A lot of your stuff you can go get from nature or whatever, and just be patient. An altar's not going to, happen overnight. Yeah, and I've seen some of these things about, these people are going out and they're spending hundreds of dollars and throwing the whole altar together at once, and I'm like, that's not how it works. You don't. Some people never work with an altar. You really don't need one. It's for us. It's kind of gives us something pretty to look at, gives us something to focus on, gives us a place to be grateful and say thank you. But it's really, again, I remind you guys, they're fun to have. If you use them, they're great. But if you don't, they're the least useful thing in the world. And we're just been practicing gratitude lately and going in and being thankful for how amazing my living room looks now, which it feels like the living room I always wanted, but I would have never put all these random things together ever. It's just once I opened myself and I got into just kind of an open state of whatever, it changed my attitude towards things. Everything came together. That brown rug is perfect in there. I would have never picked a brown rug in my life. I would have never really, I don't know why I had that strong urge towards that wolf. Because I both wanted that wolf because I thought it looked kind of goofy, and I was like, no. But I would have never picked all the different things I got, and it was like the gods, the universe, Loki, the tree outside just nudged me to it when I was open. Perfect. When I was open in there, perfect or getting closer to perfect. I now realize what my decorating style is, and it truly is bombastic. So we still have a ways to go, and we're discussing that, and we're being open to, like, how am I going to decorate the next stuff, because we've tossed out all of our paints, and I was thinking, because they're still waiting out there to be picked up, and Loki's like, absolutely not, absolutely not. So, just try to take some time out today. If you don't do austere stuff, just take, some time to be grateful. Be grateful for the people in your life. Be grateful for the people that were in your life and passed on. Even be grateful for the terrible people, because it tell you how you don't want to be. Be grateful for the gods and goddesses you work with now and those you've worked with in the past. And, maybe some gods and goddesses are transitioning in or out of our lives, but that happens your whole life. The first time it happens, it's really traumatic and you think you're going to die. And then by the fifth time it happens, you're like, oh, okay, have fun. Go have fun. I'm going off and meeting someone awesome. I'll probably be in Vegas, magically speaking. And they're like, okay. So, I'm spitting on myself and the mic. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, but really just take time to be grateful today. That feels like the universal message I'm getting, like gratitude, gratitude. It's a different year, but still be grateful for what you have. I was thinking of a walk. I was thinking it's kind of warm enough, and then I'm like, ooh, I want some crystals. I don't know why, but people around here get these, quartz stone to put in like all their stuff in that. And we have heavy torrential rains around here all the time, so all these beautiful quartz stones just kind of tumble down the hill. And if it's not, and I will look carefully to see, like, as I walk, do I see the yard it came out of, and, return it. But you'll just find these big chunks of, well, big to me, crystal here. And I'm like, I don't care if it's white or what it is. I know a crystal when I see it. I'm taking it home. So I have like a lot of rare crystals around the place. Just be grateful for stuff. But, Sylvan told me no, told me, you might, whatever reason, might not want to go out today. So I figured, okay, I still feel full of beans, but maybe the gods will be like, you can go out later. Right now, we're taking a couple hours to slow cook that canned ham with some sweet potatoes. I'm getting simpler. As I get older, everything's like one pot. It's like one pot. It's like, I ain't doing 20 dishes. Is all cooking in one pot? You could just do all of it. But we're doing well, and we're being grateful, and I'm listening to my intuition. Intuition said stay home today. My allergies acted up today, so intuition was like stay home. There's because everything's changed from COVID and everything. There's no public restrooms anymore. There's really not any place to stop on the walk that I was planning to take. If something went wrong, it was like your allergies are acting up already. Just stay home. But I'm fine. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm stuffed up, but I'm doing pretty good. We got that cabinet done and it looks awesome. And we had a little candy out for Loki, so we're gonna have that after dinner. He knows to wait. He got Kinder eggs and cotton candy of all things, and just be grateful. And changing my attitude really helped by being grateful for we had so much stuff we realized we did. Oh, and the one-eyed bunny, we got that today too. When you're grateful, it takes a lot of times a lot less. At one time, I would have wanted this whole place packed with candy, and then it would have been enough. But now, just a couple things, are making me happy. Maybe it's just a byproduct of getting older. It's more than enough. Um, Wind's really kicking up out there, and I went on Pinterest, and the funny thing was, after I did the cabinets, I went on Pinterest. A lot of the stuff that I drew on the cabinets was coming up on Pinterest, and I'm like, that's interesting. And of course, a lot of Odin pins because did I notice Odin today? Odin's here. Did I notice Odin? I'm like, yes, Odin. Everybody sees you. So, we're having a good one. Loki's excited and, just be, is that the mail? Just be free and easy with the gods and just be open to whatever happens. And just, remember to be grateful. That's what I'm getting today. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.